Good morning, New Mexico. Rick from Jericho here to welcome spring. Coming up anytime, right? Lose your hour, spring has sprung. We've already started. March is 6 o'clock, Monday through Saturday. Sundays 11 to 5. Unofficially, we open the gates at 10. Did you forget to plant your bulbs? Because we have a lot of people questioning, hey, do you have daffodils, tulips, hyacinths, grape hyacinths, that kind of thing? Hey, if they haven't spent 10 weeks in a pot growing and rooting, then they probably will not bloom. So if you happen to find the bulb itself, it's probably too late for you to get blooms off of it. So this company that we buy from that has our bulbs inside planted all these up. These are growing and ready. As I said, you will get blooms this year. Look, there's roots coming out of the bottom. So if you forgot, I would love to say we didn't. This company did not forget, and all of these bulbs are $4.99, 5 for $20. Also, a few other things going on. Over to the Green Maker fertilizer. Coming up next. How honest do I need to be? Too late now. I ran out of 1688, my favorite fertilizer. They're making it for me, but we're at least a week, if not 2 weeks away from the 1688, and I don't want people to miss out. So this is close. It's almost as good as mine, except it's really only for lawns because it doesn't have phosphorus in it. And the phosphorus is good for trees and shrubs and roots and flowers and all that stuff. This is good for a lawn. Great product. Not quite as good as mine, but still has the iron and sulfur. And really what makes my 1688 special is iron and sulfur. This company has iron and sulfur, 10% sulfur, 5% iron. And it's got other things in it that mine doesn't. It's got some boron and some copper, manganese, and zinc. So a good balanced multivitamin, great lawn food. In addition to using a pre-emergent, now's the time. I bought this knowing we were going to run out of the other one. So this is a great product. Mixed with this, there are products that have both in the same bag. We are combining the two because we find this fertilizer better and this pre-emergent better. It's a much stronger, broad spectrum, both leafy and grassy weeds. So dethatch, aerate, pre-emergent fertilizer, and water it all in. This is the product. Again, we'll do 2 for $75, 40 bucks each, 2 for $75. Mention you saw the video and save $5 if you buy both bags. So don't know what happened. Again, this video is becoming the brutal confession. We had this grass seed overpriced by 20 bucks a bag. We had it at 69 and 79. We marked them all down to $49.99. So all these 5-pound bags, these are 15, the big ones are $49.99. Reduction in price. Don't know what happened. Don't know if the price was higher and came down. But what I do know is what was $69.99 is now $49.99 grass seed. Woohoo! Now's the time too for the next month. Perfect time for grass seed. Was told by a customer this morning that I should promote shamrocks because she couldn't find them anywhere. So St. Patrick's Day's coming up, right? That's the time to plant potatoes. St. Patty's Day potatoes. What is that? March 17th, somewhere around there, 10 days from now or so. Shamrocks, both green ones and purple ones, both big ones and small ones. Hard to find. We got them. We are all your garden needs, Jericho Nursery. Wall of water, step into frame. Come back. We'll show off one of these put together. So only fools and foreigners predict weather in these parts. Here's my prediction. It will freeze again. It's not if, it will freeze again. It is March 6th or 7th. Average last frost date, April 17th. Last recorded frost date, May 10th. I've seen snow on Mother's Day. I've seen frost after Mother's Day. It's not if, it will freeze again. We're standing here to show you this stuff can't go outside yet. You could plant a tomato in one of these. We'll show this off in a minute. We bring this stuff inside because we heat in here. The next section is all stuff that will be fine if it takes a frost. But basil, tomatoes, dill, some other stuff in here, lemongrass will not take a frost. So be cautious of what you're planting. Lots you can do now, a few things you should wait. Wall of water right here, each one of these tubes you fill up with water. Turn the water on nice and slow, fill them all the way to the top. We find that it's easier, honestly, to put a 5-gallon bucket in here to fill them up. But water's got a funny power in itself that it will, in freezing and going cold, the physics of it produce heat. So this is more than just a little greenhouse, it's actually a heater. You fill these tubes up, you make this little teepee around the tomato. We do recommend putting it out for a week before you plant, and given this weekend, Saturday, the high is 45 degrees, put this thing out and plant your tomatoes in it next week. Wall of water for early planting of tomatoes. 6-pack pansy, 6-pack violas, quart annuals and perennials, lots and lots of color. And behind me and him, lots of herbs and vegetables. Anything in here should safely be planted now. If you've got 25, you'd want to do some protection, but this will all take a frost. So as much as you can see in and around me will take a little bit of a freeze and not be harmed by it. If it got really cold, you'd probably want to cover it up, but there's as much you can do. There's more than you can't do. There's much more you can do than can't do. So anything in here should be okay. As I showed just a few minutes ago, a little early for some of the stuff that will not take a frost. All of this stuff will take a frost. Just a few teasers. This stuff will be much more expensive in a month, but because it's early, because we know it's early, Bleeding Heart's really hard to come by. Shade, lots of water, but unbelievable. Zoom in on that thing. That is crazy, isn't it? Beautiful, beautiful flower, Bleeding Hearts. Shade, moisture, good soil. Again, going to be more expensive later. I saw the video. They're supposed to be cheaper. These are supposed to be 25 bucks. We're selling them for 20 bucks. Lupins, look at this, incredible. Take a little bit of frost, need some shade, a little bit of extra TLC. Plants for the adventurous gardener, things that are a little harder, things you want to have to work at a little bit. We've got those for you as well. If you want easy, then stuff in behind me, the pansies and primrose and kale. Easy, easy, easy peasy. A little more challenging, Bleeding Hearts and lupins. We got you covered. Bees are out in force. If you don't have some food for them, get some. I'm going to send both Lou and Chantel a picture of winter jasmine. We have a picture of the little ones. I've got a picture of one that covers up a wall. So maybe you can get it in the video. If not, it'll be in the B-roll. Look for the video, winter jasmine and Carolina jessamine. You need some flowers out there for bees. Bees are out right now. The weather's warm enough. They need some food. We can help you with that as well. Why am I sitting amongst a bunch of big empty tables? Because we are prepping for the local perennials from Trees of Corrales coming in today. They're coming today. You're seeing this video on Thursday. The perennials, all of these tables will be full, locally grown, hardened off, ready to go outside. Perennials, everything you see around me will be full. You just saw some B-roll of some quartz. You see some gallons in behind me, in bloom and ready to go. Tomorrow will be almost anything you can think of we should have. Alphabetical by botanical name, from Arissimum, is E, I'm sorry, from yarrow, which is Achillea, A-C-H, to whatever, Zaschinaria is a perennial. Maybe we'll add that. From A to Z. This whole thing will be full of perennials today. Hardened off, ready to go, planted outside. Great selection. Come see us. We'll be out in the trees in just a minute. If you have apple trees, it's a little early, but you should start preparing for a codling moth. Codling moth is the egg of the mother of the egg layer that lays the egg that makes the worm that gets in the apple trees. This trap is not intended to be a control. It's intended to be a monitoring trap so you can use less pesticide. So this is organic, it's spinosad, really safe for apple trees, but when your fruit sets about a week or 10 days after petals have fallen, you'll see little teeny apples, you spray with spinosad. You can put up this trap close to the tree and monitor the ups and downs of the moth flight, so you would have to spray a little less often. Codling moths coming soon to an apple near you. Here's how you be prepared. Stuff in here to my left, your right, is being protected from cold weather this weekend. So we will be brutally honest with you about what you can and can't do now. You got buds or blooms on something, or you got something that is tender that just came off the West Coast, you should know it's probably not ready to go outside. Roses should be outside. We're leaving these doors open. We're trying to keep the humidity up and pamper them a little bit. But again, you can see off to my left, your right on the camera, those against the east side are really coming on strong. I put them up on these bulb crates so you can see the middle ones because you couldn't see them before. The gal, Amanda, who's back, by the way, if you know Amanda, said, hey, we can't really move them again because the pot that they are in is a real thin peat pot, which is intentional because then you just plant the pot. You cut the plastic bag off. The instructions for planting are on the bag. The picture is in here so you can see what you're getting. And I'm getting a little nervous, and we got something going on this weekend, and roses, $5 off. If you saw the video, $49.99 on sale for $44.99. Save $5 on a rose if you saw the video. So you thought it was a joke, right? Outstanding in our field. We are on our way to the trees that are going to be on sale, that will be right here. So when you drive into the parking lot today, all of these trees will be on deep discount. There will be 3 or 4 varieties. We're going to go show you what they are. 10-gallon Raywood ash for $150. A Northern Catalpa, $150. Buy 2 for $250. So if you buy 2 trees, you save an extra $50. So $250 for 2 trees that are normally $250 a piece. Red tag parking lot sale, something along those lines. But right here, with some ribbons on them, and outstanding in our field, we will have sale trees right here. Very specific is why we're going to move them into the parking lot. This Raywood in this pot. We call this a 15 or a tall 10. See how different it is than this pot? These are marked 250. They're on sale for $150. Buy 2 for $250. Also included are Northern Catalpa. We'll talk about that in just a minute. But all of these trees, clearance, $150, 2 for $250. Regular price, $250. There'll be some crossover here. Raywood ash on sale for $150. This Raywood in this pot. These other Raywoods are a different price, a different sale price. $150, 2 for $250. This particular pot specifically tagged with ribbon and in the parking lot, separate from other trees. A few other to show you. These other trees may be a sale price, but it will not be this price. This is a great price. If you buy 2 of them, it's $125. It's half price. $150, 2 for $250. European Mountain Ash, same deal as the Raywoods. $150, 2 for $250. Cool tree, berries in the fall. Great tree. There's 5 or 6 of these. $150, 2 for $250. Northern Catalpa, cool tree. Like the umbrella tree, we got some of those today too, but the Northern Catalpa gets a bloom on it. I'm looking for a picture of a bloom. Anyway, great big tree, great big leaf. If you're a beekeeper, Catalpa honey is sought after. We've got beautiful trees. They're huge, 15-gallon trees, $150 on sale. Regular $250, $150, buy 2, $250. Will be in our red tag parking lot clearance section. Didn't get to that before the video, so by the time you come in, this will all be up front where we started this video. What am I standing next to? Apple trees, codling apple trees. What is this one? 4-in-1 apple. Coolest thing ever, right? Each branch is a different apple tree. I'm very pleased with these because a lot of times you'll get one that's just a weeny little branch like this. Each one of these branches, big, healthy branches, is a different type of apple. Each one has a name of what kind of apple. 4-in-1 apple trees. We have 4-in-1 cherries. Best selection of fruit trees I'll have all season long in behind me. Tried to be alphabetical from apples to nectarine, peach, whatever's down there. There's maybe some nut trees. Anyway, best selection of fruit trees we're going to have. Come on in. Can I still say outstanding in my field as I sit here with a kid kicking my feet? Nope. I can say this is our soil line, and you still have ample time to get soil into the yard. I'm hiring a bunch of people, so we teach the soil line is this line of pallets of soil. Well, we all know that. You guys wouldn't. I'm sitting on the best product on the market out here, in my opinion. This soil conditioner is one of the better ones. Had to go buy this from a local supplier. Thank you very much. They had local supply, so bales of soil conditioner, $39.99. We're going to continue to have our Rocky Mountain soil. I'll show you that in just a minute, unless he gets B-roll on it. Topsoil manure on sale. Mushroom compost and peat and sheep on sale. As always, I hope you appreciate these. I really appreciate it. I love doing them. First thing to bloom in Albuquerque, flowering pears, purple leaf plums on sale, $200. right? That's what we decided. $200. I think there might be a two-for price. We'll look at that in a minute. Thanks for watching Spring Has Sprung. I know this week looks bad. I said up earlier in the video, weather's not going to be favorable for this next several weeks. We are going to freeze again. We can help you with what you can and can't do, what you should and shouldn't do. There's just as much, if not more, you should be doing than you shouldn't be doing. Go to the experts, ask the right questions. We've got time for you. Come on in. We appreciate you watching. Even more appreciate you coming on in and hanging out with us. Have a great weekend.